Good morning, Facebook family and YouTube subscribers. Today is July 1st, 2014. This year is flying by. I don't know if you all have seen on the news lately about a professor at Arizona State University, Professor Ersula Jawanna Ore, a 33-year-old English assistant professor at Arizona State University. She got into a little altercation with the Arizona State University Police, and an incident with her, which basically was an incident where she would have got a ticket for jaywalking, just a ticket, turned into an incident where she was arrested and charged with 3 misdemeanors and a felony of assault or resisting arrest or something. What are those charges? Let's look at that because this is very important. She was, well, and this was on May 20th. She was, I can't see what she was exact, but anyway, you can Google the story and you can see what Professor Ersula Ore, I think I pronounced it right, Ore was arrested for. How did this go from jaywalking to her fighting the police on the side of the road? You know, let me give y'all a back history. I've been arrested numerous times. I have a criminal record. I've been in prison. I've served time. I've been arrested for, I hate to, not bragging or anything at all. I'm just explaining something about my own life. I've had my run-ins with the police. But I've never had a situation to turn into this. Because you know why? I have sense enough to respect the police. And I'm not going to fight or argue with no police officer ever in my life. There's a time and a place to handle something if you feel that you're being mistreated and you're not being treated right and you're being disrespected. You don't handle it with that police officer because right there he's the judge and juror. The judge and jury. You don't argue with him. You take it someplace else and let it handle be someplace else. That's why they have all these video cameras, recording devices. They're watching these police officers and making sure that they do their job right. And there's a video of Ersula Ore and the whole situation, and this video is not good for her. It clearly shows she would not listen to the officers' commands. She did what she wanted to do. She argued with them. She would give them the respect they deserve as police officers. And that's why the situation escalated, leading to a fight, her getting body slammed to the ground, and arrested over a jaywalking ticket. Now I have to ask her for her ID. I had to reach in my pocket and get that ID, like, here. They didn't give her a ticket and send her about her way. Because they didn't like, it all started off because they didn't like her attitude. And you can clearly hear, watch the video. The woman was disrespectful and out of line throughout the whole video. I looked at it and thought to myself, what is this sister thinking? Ersula Ore, you owe those police officers an apology. And unfortunately, I hope you learned something from this. Because this should not have gone where it went because of your actions created this problem. You took it to this level, and it should not have happened. Now, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe there were some things that took place between you and the officer when you were crossing the street and you didn't understand. Maybe you didn't think they were police, or I don't know. Maybe that's part of this that we're missing. But when you saw those police officers get out that police car and stopped you, you should have immediately followed every directive they gave you, even if you didn't like how they were talking to you, you felt they were being disrespectful. None of that mattered at that point. Give them officers your identification, which I'm sure you had. If you didn't have it, you should have said, officer, I don't have my ID, but let me give you my name and address and phone number. I've been stopped by the police and I didn't have ID on me. I gave those officers my information. I've been stopped by the police for a lot of shit. But you know what? I've learned if you're respectful and you treat those officers with respect, 9 times out of 10, they won't even give you a ticket. They'll let you go. I've been stopped with no insurance, no driver's license, left my wallet at home, no insurance. I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to go to jail. But I was very respectful to those police officers. And they said, and I didn't have a tag on the car. Drive-off tag, no tag. I'm thinking, okay, they're going to impound this car, my ass is going to jail. They let me go because I was respectful. I gave those officers the respect they deserved. You didn't do that day, Ursula. And you got all these people all across America saying that the officers are wrong, the officers are wrong. Those officers did their job. They didn't have to go there. You're a professor. You don't know how to handle the police. You don't know how to talk to the police and handle them in a respectful manner, even if they're disrespecting you. I've been disrespected by the police, and I treated them with respect. I don't argue with them. I'm not going to argue with a police officer. Never. I don't care what's going on. I'm not arguing with the police. They want to arrest me. I've been arrested and had charges dismissed. I've been arrested and spent days in jail. And the charges were later dismissed. Because the officer was in the wrong. Now, I could have pursued that at a later date, but it was no big deal to me. There were other issues surrounding the situation that I was clearly in the wrong. See, I will admit when I'm in the wrong. But I also know that some officers do get out of hand, but there's a time and a place to handle that situation. And it ain't on the side of the highway, or it ain't on the side of a road. It's not in the middle of a street. It's in a courtroom. If you felt those officers disrespected you and handled the situation improperly, you should have went through the proper channels. After you got your ticket, went on about your business, went on home, ate your little dinner, enjoyed the rest of your day. We all gonna have run-ins with the police. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. We all, black, white, Mexican, you're gonna have problems with the police. I mean, they're gonna do their job. And that's fine. But if you feel that you've been not handled properly by the police, no need to discuss it with that officer in front of you. Take it and handle it someplace else. Handle it in the courtroom. You take it to their superiors. There's a way to handle that, and you didn't handle it the right way that night. And you were in the wrong, and I think you know that you were in the wrong, but you might not think that you were in the wrong. But let me tell you, sister, you should have listened to those officers' commands, did what they told you to do that May 20th. Like, this is almost a month ago. And I've been blown all over the internet. This should never have gotten to where it is. Ersula Ore, you owe those officers an apology. You were dead wrong for the actions that you did that night when those police stopped you for jaywalking. Next time the police stop you and ask you for some ID and you got it on you, give it to them. If they want to give you a ticket, take the ticket. This reminds me of an incident a few months ago where a mother was driving a minivan and the officer was giving her a ticket for speeding. And she didn't want to sign for the ticket for whatever reason. She drove off, ran from the police, her kids in the van. I never understood what this woman was thinking. Another sister, what was she thinking? And she ran from those police, and they chased her down, eventually getting her, stopping her, and arresting her and one of her sons. That didn't have to happen. She just took her ticket and went on about her business. Something's wrong when you think that you are above the law, and these officers have no right to stop you. They can stop you for anything. I can stop for all kinds of stuff. A couple times I was in the wrong, but they let me go because I learned, give those officers the respect they deserve. They're doing a tough job. It's a tough job out there. Anyway, Ersula, you owe those officers an apology. You were wrong. If you like my videos, please click like. I know some of y'all not going to like this one. I don't care. But if you like my videos, please click like. And thank you all for supporting me. And I'm very curious to read your comments. And Ersula, I would love to hear from you because I think that you know you did something wrong. And you owe those officers an apology. They were doing their job. You made a mistake that night. You should have given those officers your ID, and you should have listened to their commands and listened. But you didn't want to you didn't want to listen to what they had to say. And that's why you end up getting slammed to the ground and arrested and charged with 3 misdemeanors and a felony. Stupid. And it could have been a jaywalking ticket that could have have been dismissed, and we wouldn't be here now going through all this. Anyway, I'm out. You guys have a great Tuesday, July 1st, 2014, and enjoy your day.